Hey friends, and welcome back to another episode of Micro Adventures. And today we are venturing into a Pilates style flow on the micro. So what does that mean? It means we are going to be breaking a lot of the classic rules in the green. It's not right or wrong. It's just a different style workout. So I would encourage you to have an open mind and give it a go and see how you like or dislike it and let me know why. But I think that you're really gonna love this class just as a really nice way to mix things up. We are gonna begin on one weight spring and you're going to want some space in front of the front platform. You'll also want your bungee or some sort of imaginary bungee prepped for you. And let's get things going. We're gonna start with some rolling bridges. So have a seat on your front platform. You're going to lower down onto your back and you might press the carriage out so your head, neck, and shoulders are resting comfortably on the carriage. Arms extend straight up above the chest and then plant the soles of your feet hip width apart and parallel on the floor. From here, inhale, we're gonna find a little tilt of the pelvis forward. So a little arch in the lower back here. Exhale, press the lower back down towards the equipment so you're creating an imprint through the spine, navel pulling back towards the spine, and then start to curl your hips up off of the machine below you. Try to keep the carriage nice and steady. Roll all the way up into your bridge. Hold at the top. Good, take a breath in. Exhale, lower down through the spine, one vertebra at a time until those hips sort of tap. And then exhale, just curl the hips under, roll right back up. So we'll skip that little pelvic tilt forward from here. We're just rolling down one vertebra at a time. Hips tap the front platform and then tuck the hips under, scoop through the belly, curl it up one vertebra at a time. And we'll add some arms to this. So lowering down, little tap of the hips. As you lift the hips, arms can extend up overhead. Keep the ribs knitted together. As the hips lower, arms come back above the chest. So again, arms are lengthening overhead as we roll up to our bridge, strong through the core, and the ribs aren't flaring open. You're keeping this core engagement and then rolling down one vertebra at a time, hips lightly tap. Find an energetic engagement in the inner thighs towards one another and strong press down through the feet. So really engaging the entire backside of your legs. Good. On this next one, we're gonna go ahead and lift up, hold, arms extended up towards the air. And we're gonna change things up. Instead of rolling up, we are going to keep a pretty straight back. Drop your hips down towards your front platform, little tap, squeeze the glutes, press straight up. So hips lower down, squeeze, lift. So a little bit different. We're no longer rolling down and up. We're tapping the hips down, lifting right back up. Good, just making sure I'm keeping track of time for you. So I will keep us fairly honest on that. Squeeze the glutes. And if you want to add in, as the hips lower, arms reach overhead. As the hips lift, hands float over the chest. So again, adding the arm work here. Super strong through the core. Use your breath. Big inhales, laterally expanding through the ribs. Strong exhales, corseting through the waistline. So your transversus abdominis is a muscle that wraps around you just like a corset. So when you really forcefully sort of exhale, you tap into that muscle. Right, it's connected to our diaphragm. The best way to access it is using the breath. Lift up this time and hold. Fingertips extended, hips lifted. From here, right into a hamstring curl. Extend out through the legs, float the arms up above the head, and then curl back in. So this is really a full body warm up. We're getting the arms moving, we're working the core, you're getting a ton of leg work. And we're tapping into the power of our breath, right? Big inhales here, expand through the ribs. Strong exhales, squeeze. And I like to connect my breath to wherever I feel the most intensity in the range of motion in the exercise. So for me, that's gonna be as we extend out into the hamstring curl, right? I'll inhale to prepare, exhale, extending out. Inhale, coming back in. Awesome work here. Let's give this just about 15 more seconds or so, and we're gonna add on, and you're probably like, oh my word, how long are we gonna be in this bridge? Just a little longer, to answer your question, just a little longer. From here, let's go ahead and hold your bridge. Fingertips point towards the sky, wrap the inner thighs in, strong glutes. From here, lower your hips down an inch, up an inch, slide the carriage out 1 inch, back in 1 inch. Hips down, up, carriage out, and keep this going for 15 more seconds, and then we will come out of this bridge position finally, and we'll do some round back work seated on our front platform with the bungee in hand. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to seated. So you're seated on your front platform. Grab your bungee, choke up on it a little bit to start. Sit up super tall through the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale as you scoop through the belly and round back, pause. So think about making this C curve shape with your spine. You're scooping out through the belly as if someone took an ice cream scooper to your core. From here, breathe in. And as you exhale, round the spine forward. And then inhale, restack the spine upright, nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale as you round back. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, increase the curve of your spine as you round forward. And then inhale, lengthen, grow tall. So keep going. The bungee acts as a little bit of kind of help and support for you. If you don't need the bungee, let go of it. Arms can float, right? Or you could also bring hands behind the thighs if you don't have the bungee. Connect with your breath. Focus on this really active core engagement. It means you have to think about it to make it happen. And articulate through the spine. So we're rounding back. We find a little pause. We're rounding forward. And then we restack the spine nice and tall. Good. We'll give this just about like 18 seconds. And we're gonna move from this round back work into some straight back work. So kind of mirroring what we did in the bridge lifts. It'll feel pretty similar. In about 6 seconds, bring it up to the top and hold in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. So lengthen up through the spine, hold, take a breath in. Exhale, just wrap your abs in and around you. Corset through the waistline. Take another inhale here. Exhale, hinge back with more of a straight back. Feel that catch in the abs, and then inhale, lift right back up. So this one is super challenging. Exhale, hinging back. Inhale, lifting forward. And you can, just like we do in classic Legree, stay in that working range of motion where you feel the abs working the whole time. Or you might be lifting all the way upright. So for today, that is okay because this is a more Pilates-esque style flow. So go with the frickin' flow, people. Go with the flow, all right? In 4, we'll take it back, little hold. In 3, 2, take it back, find just a little hold here. Float the arms up a few inches, back down a few inches, like you're doing a wheelbarrow, strong through the core. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna do a reverse wheelbarrow next. Knees to the front platform, hands to the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. Turn it around. Knees to your front platform, hands come to the carriage. I like to separate my knees hip width apart. It's a little kinder to my low back. Thumbs point forward on the rails, knuckles wrap so the wrists are long. Push through the heels of the hands, lift the space between the shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and then start to slowly send the carriage out. Use your exhale to slide the hands back in and squeeze through your core to bring the carriage in. And if it helps, close your eyes. Really feel into the alignment of your spine and space. Crown of the head lengthening forward, tailbone lengthening down and back. And your spine is in this really nice diagonal. Good. Big inhales, full exhales, right? We're fueling our muscles with oxygen. And you're breathing wherever it makes sense for you. So perhaps you exhale where you feel the most exertion in your core, and you inhale where you feel the most ease. But the important thing is you are in some way connecting your breath with the movement. In 4, we'll find that halfway point and hold. In 3, 2, find a little halfway point and hold. Slide the carriage in 1 inch, out 1 inch. Turn your head side to side. Loosen up through your neck. All the tension's in your abs. Good. 6 seconds. We are going to get into a microformer burpee, a little different than we've done before. It's going to be fun. Toes to the platform in 3, 2, and 1. Come up to a full reverse plank. So toes to the front platform. Zip ankles, knees, and thighs together. From here, it's 1 push-up, right? Modify this by the range of motion. Maybe it's 1 inch down and 1 inch up. Maybe it's bigger. Plank to pike, the hips up. And then once you're at the top of the pike, bend your knees as much as you need to. Set your heels down, slide the carriage in. Rise all the way up to standing. Big circle sweep with the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward with a flat back. Hands come to the carriage. Lengthen back out into your plank. Push up here. The bigger the range, the more intense it will be. Plank to pike, use your core to lift. Once you near the top, the apex of that pike, bend the knees to set your heels down. And then big circle sweep, arms reach up. So if this is more comfortable for you, you can do this with the feet on the floor. Keep going. Right? And for some of us, that works a little better because the platform's kind of small and it's hard to get your heels down. So it's the same exact exercise. We just do it with the feet on the floor. And if you've got tighter hamstrings, it's nice because it brings the carriage up a little closer to you. So when you hinge forward with a flat back, right, you don't have to go quite so low. Nice work, everybody. We've got just 25 seconds left in this exercise. We are headed into an escalator lunge for the left leg next. So keep it going. 13 seconds. It will be left foot to the carriage, right foot on the front platform. Escalator lunge in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot to the carriage, right toes tucked to the platform. Hips and shoulders square to the back of the machine. Lower down and sweep the arms forward as you lower down into your escalator lunge. Hands reaching straight out in front of the chest. So hands not any higher than the shoulders. Press the palms back as you lift out of your escalator lunge. Press into the left heel. Slowly draw the carriage in. So as you lower into lunge, arms sweep forward. Right, little pause once you reach your depth in your lunge. And then press the palms back, slowly lift up. And just like we would in any other class, go as slowly as you can. Micro bend in your left knee at the top, and then we lower right back down. Awesome control. I'm assuming, maybe I'm just talking to myself. Let's take it down and hold. Find your best lunge in this moment. Hold. We're going moonwalker. Bend your right knee. Row the elbows straight back. Lengthen out through the back leg. Send your fingertips forward out in front of the chest. Keep wrapping your outer left glute back. Energy through all 10 fingertips, right? You may not have weights, but you are turning on the muscles of the arms. And we're gonna turn this right on into a circle lunge. So this time, moonwalk in, hold. Drive into your left foot, sweep the arms overhead as you come up towards standing. Lower down into your lunge. Good. Row the elbows back, moonwalk in. Lift to standing, big circle sweep. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Lower the hands down in front of the chest as you lower into the lunge. Right, so we're almost drawing a circle-ish with our arms as we sort of do this circular motion with the legs. Oh, there's that little tremor. Good stuff. Hopefully, y'all are starting to get to that burny, shaky place. Stay focused, stay in it. Lower down, take your time. You've got just about 30 seconds left in this exercise. On deck, we are hitting some turned out bungee lifts. So bungee will wrap around the arch of your left foot, and you'll meet me on all fours, so in tabletop. In about 15 more seconds, keep going with this. Oh, I should be feeling the left hamstring quite a lot. In 5, bungee wraps around the arch of your left foot. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Bungee wraps around the arch of your left foot. Right knee will be on the carriage. And then bring your right forearm down, tent your left fingertips out wide. So we're gonna find this turned out position with the bungee if I don't fall off my machine. Open your left hip. So your right forearm is down. I'm kind of boxing out my right side, and then I'm turning out the left hip. Left leg is lifted high and straight. Point the toes, send some energy out through that whole leg. And just holding here, you should feel like you're working. So we'll add on to that. We'll lift it up a couple inches, lower it down a couple inches. If you need more resistance on the bungee, walk your body closer to your back platform. And if you're having trouble getting tension on the bungee at all, ditch the bungee. You could use an ankle weight, or you can simply just extend the leg out really long, squeeze the side of your butt, lift the leg up a couple inches, back down a couple inches. Strong through your core. Set your shoulders away from your ears. You should feel your right oblique start to activate here in this position. Whew. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, give me a little lift. Hold, give me tiny little pulses. Little pulse, little pulse. Strong straight leg. Keep squeezing the side of your glute. 10 seconds. We're going reverse twisted saw for your right oblique into a floor pike. In 3, 2, 1. Knees to your front platform. Forearms to the carriage. Swivel your hips a little bit to the left so the right oblique is facing the floor just a touch. We go 1, reverse twisted saw. Slide the carriage out away from you. Slide it back in. Tuck your toes to the floor. Lift your knees. Give me a twisted pike. Lift the hips up. Good. Lengthen back out. Set the knees down with care. So 1, reverse twisted saw. 1, twisted floor pike. This is the variation. We're working into our right oblique, and I want you building some intensity by getting up onto the toes and getting into that twisted pike, right? So the heart rate should be starting to spike here just a little bit, if my own heart rate is any indication. Shoulders set onto your body. Actively lift the right side of your waist away from the machine the entire time you're here. Good. We're gonna give this just 10 more seconds, and then we will stay on the knees, we'll stay on the forearms. You've got a reverse twisted inchworm in 3, in 2, and 1. Stay on the knees, stay on the forearms. So inchworm, it is 1 saw out, and then it's a pike through the waistline, but on the knees. So it's a side body crunch, a kneeling twisted crunch. Lengthen back out, 1 saw. So inchworm is a combination move. Focus on a really active engagement through the waistline. So I'm not relying on my spring tension to work my obliques. I'm actively squeezing my obliques. I'm using my exhale to engage them and squeeze them tighter. And then I move from the squeeze in the waistline. That's really important. You are creating your own resistance. You are making all of this work happen, and you're making it more intense. Use your breath. Let's hold that side body crunch right here. Halfway in, squeeze the right oblique. Slide the carriage out an inch. Exhale, squeeze up and in an inch. Little tiny pulse with control, with great core engagement. Last 5. We're coming up to the hands, up to the toes. You're gonna give me a plank in 3, 2, and 1. Up to the hands, up to the toes. Find your reverse plank. Strong through the core. Push through the heels of the hands, lift through the core. Plank to pike. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips. Keep your heels lifted the same height as you pike. So if the heels are lowering as your hips lift, it's an indication to me, I'll show you what it looks like, that you are taking your weight out of the core, you're dropping the heels down, and when you bring the weight back into the feet, it's like this nice little break, right? So we're not breaking, we are piking, folding your body in half at the waistline. And if you need to keep a soft bend in the knees because the hamstrings are really tight, no biggie. And if your range of motion is really small, again, no biggie. You've got just 10 seconds. Let's see if we can pike to standing. You've got an escalator lunge right side. So pike all the way up. This time set the heels down. Let's go escalator lunge. Right foot steps to the carriage, left toes stay on your front platform. Whew. Lower down into your lunge. And as you do so, sweeping the arms forward. Little pause at the bottom. Press the palms back as you come up to lifting, up to standing. So keep going. We're just doing an escalator lunge. Arms are lifting forward in front of the chest as you lower. Palms press back as you lift. Soften up the left knee. Keep this out of the left hip flexor. Focus on going as slow as you possibly can. Maybe a light, energetic engagement of the inner thighs. Good. On this next one, take it on down and hold for me. Moonwalker. Row the elbows in as the back knee bends. Right leg is frozen. Send the arms forward, lengthen out. Really strong through the core. Right, chin is off your chest. Find your eyes stabilizing on a non-moving object. That can help with the balance quite a lot. Build the intensity and the energy down through the right heel. We're going circle lunge next. So this time moonwalk in, hold, press down through the right heel. Big circle sweep, arms reach all the way up, and then lower down into your lunge. Right knee bends, arms lower in front of heart center. Row the elbows back as your left knee bends. Moonwalk in, press into the right foot, circle sweep, reach the arms all the way up. So keep this going, this little circular lunge combination. You're doing so good. I'm really proud of y'all. Keep going here. So I like to think of this flow that I put together for you as if Legree and Pilates truly had a baby, because they're both different methodologies. I feel like it would kind of feel like this. Like it's sort of Legree, it's sort of Pilates. I'm kind of in the middle. I might be breaking all the rules, and that's totally fine. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I was voted biggest rebel in high school. So like, I like rules that make sense, but I also kind of like to bend the rules or maybe even break them, which is what we're doing here. You have 15 seconds left in your circle lunge. You better still be moving. You better still be breathing and going slowly. We're coming down for our bungee turnout lifts. Bungee wraps around the arch of your right foot in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bungee around the arch of the right foot. Left knee on the carriage. Now I like to box out my left forearm on the rail and walk my right fingertips wide. And then find this turned out lift. So I am lifted through my left oblique. That's really important that you're not dumping through the left shoulder, left side waist. Push down, lift out of the left oblique. Right hip is open and kind of out at a little bit of a diagonal. I've got tension in the bungee. I can feel the side of my right glute really working. From there, we're lifting up a couple inches, back down a couple inches. The goal is to keep constant tension on the bungee right? And if you have to lift the bungee so freaking high to get the tension that your leg is like up here, ditch the bungee, I would say, and just squeeze the muscle and lift and lower from that squeeze and focus on lengthening out through the toes. Strong straight leg. Can you flex your quad? And squeeze the side of your glute as much as possible. Oh my gosh, lift it on up, hold. Little pulses, little pulses. This takes us to the finish line with this leg. Forearms to your carriage, knees to the front platform. Reverse twisted saw floor pike combo in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Forearms to the carriage, knees to the front platform. Swivel the hips slightly to your right. Left oblique angled to the floor. Slide the carriage out away from you. Good. Slide it back in, elbows beneath the shoulders, toes tuck, lift the knees, find your twisted pike. Lengthen back out. The knees sat down, carriage slides out. Keep this going. So this is our twisted saw, twisted pike combo. And I really love doing this right after that turned out bungee lift because it's like we primed the left oblique to get into this exercise. We already activated it. We already turned it on. So right away it knows it's working hard here. Big inhales, full exhales. Do not allow your chest to collapse towards the carriage. Do not allow your shoulders to creep towards the ears. Active pushing down into the forearms and lifting your waistline away from the floor. You've got just 5 seconds to go here. And then we will get into our reverse twisted inchworm in 3, 2, and 1. So stay on the knees, slide the carriage out away from you. And as the carriage starts to slide in, begin to round and find a side body crunch. Good, and you'll naturally know what the range of motion is for your body on the saw, right? You know when you've taken it out too far, you feel this kind of dumping through the waistline. And with the crunch, you're bringing it in as far as you really feel the squeeze in the waistline. And then when you found kind of the apex of that squeeze, we lengthen back out with control and go back into your twisted little slide there. So this is our reverse twisted inchworm. Oh, you guys, we just have a couple exercises left. I'm kind of sad. I'm like really into the vibe of this class. I hope you love it so much. Let's give this about 15 seconds. And then we're going giant reverse twisted wheelbarrow. So knees on the carriage, hands to the back platform. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the back platform. Knees to the carriage. Shoulders, hips, knees, one long line. Start to slide the carriage out and come forward. Oh, so tough, working against the spring tension. So if this is too much in your body at this point, bring the knees forward more. So you are in a tabletop. My knees are stacked right over my hips. My spine is long, shoulders away from the ears. And then I'll go into my wheelbarrow from here. And this is really challenging too, to be honest. I feel an easier time getting core engagement here. And maybe that's because I just have to stabilize so hard to hold tabletop, right? Because I don't want my knees sliding in and out. The knees stay directly beneath the hips. I'm extending back through the arms and then pulling forward with the arms, shoulders over wrist. The shape of the wheelbarrow doesn't change. So if the hips are in line between the shoulders and the knees, again, my body, my torso stays the same, just the arms going forward and back. Good, we'll give this just 10 seconds. From here, left knee is coming to the back platform. You've got reverse kneeling inner thighs. I told you I was breaking the rules. In 3, 2, and 1. Left knee to the back platform. Right knee to the carriage. Make sure your knees are even side by side. Bring your forearms together to touch from here. If they don't touch, just as close together as you can get them. Strong through your core. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide the front of the ribs closer together. Zipper up the front line of the core. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. Body weight is even through both legs. Start to slowly slide the carriage out. We're gonna find a pec deck. Open the arms out in line with the chest. Keep the strong core engagement. Squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze your forearms back together. Inhale, open out. Exhale, squeeze. So I want you to focus full body, right? This is not just the inner thighs. You're getting this squeeze across the chest. The shoulders are working because of the lift of the arms, and a ton of abs, okay? Your core and your inner thighs are connected together. Really, everything's connected together. So although the predominant focus of kneeling inner thighs would be your inner thighs, according to Legree, you can place this in as a core exercise if you're really focused on the core. But it's also Pilates flow day, so I can just put this wherever I want, all right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm the boss. CEO of Micro Adventures right here. So I technically can do whatever I want, although I suppose if y'all don't like it, you might just cancel me. Let's take it out with the legs, halfway hold. Press the forearms together if you can. If you can press all 10 fingertips together, press them together. Lift the elbows up an inch, down an inch for 10, 9. We're gonna finish with a giant grizzly bear. I know, you've got 5, you've got 4, you've got 3, 2. Bring the carriage in, hands come to the carriage. Both feet step to your back platform. Giant grizzly bear, friends. Find a plank, step both feet up and over the high handlebars to the floor. Give me a little bear here. Oh, it's like all oblique. Step the feet up and over. Out to the other side. Bend the knees. Oh, goodness. Grizzly freaking bear. Let's go. Keep it going. You've got hardly any time left in this class. Let me check my stopwatch. All right, friends, 20 seconds. That's it. Breathe. If all you can do is hold plank, hold plank. But this is it, your final countdown. I want you to leave everything on the machine. Go for it. This is what you came for. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose somewhere. You are done. Whew. Awesome, awesome job. So, so proud of you. I hope you really loved class today. Let's take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Let it go. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. Turn to face me. Let's seal in all of that good energy that you created. Inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time. Deep breath and reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome, awesome job. Thank you so, so much for being here. I hope to have you back in class again real soon.